Another one, Thirsty Thrills, the 81st edition. This is the 81st edition. Yes, 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 yes. Back at it again, back at it again. All right, all right. It's a lot to talk about. Yeah, it's getting bad for them. They've been talking about it all month, and now they're trying to extend it for the rest of the year, I guess. But America's divided as usual. This country's falling apart. This nation is falling, bro. And I'm here to talk about the madness. But it's a lot going on. The battle rap world is crazy. Verb's going insane with the spaces as usual. We ain't gonna talk about the war. The war is irrelevant. That's last month. Now it's extended for the whole year. This is kind of like what you see in Ukraine and other places. But just be mindful, be careful, be safe. Anything can happen next year. It's a mess. It's like a blitz. Just be careful. Everything's moving. Everything's changing. Content's changing. My content's still the same, but I'm talking about various things. But you know how people are. People are so emotional and act all soft and slave minded. I just saw something about Charleston White, right? On Say Cheese's weak ass channel, right? Charleston White. I thought it was a bunch of BS. I mean, he said some interesting stuff. He dropped a little science, but he said something about the pedo stuff. And I'm not gonna get into it. It's the pedo stuff. It's crazy, but I know he co-signed and all them other dudes co-signing, right? But he said they're trying to bring and push the agenda. They've been doing that for the last, should I say, they probably did it for the last, I'll say 7 years, to be fair. They probably did it before they had the COPA laws. Before they had the COPA laws, that was going on. They've been doing it. Now they try to legalize it. And then you hear all these teachers having sexual intercourse with the young children, which is sick, by the way. I don't co-sign it, but I ain't gonna talk about it too much because I know people get offended on here. They're so soft on here. That's why this thing is going down the drain. And they're pushing it. It's not gonna work for a lot of content. I'm not gonna talk about it as much in the future because I won't say it on this stream. Just be careful and be warned. A lot of people's divided over nonsense. That's the damn problem. And I'm so tired of people trying to defend shit and act like it's cool, but it's not cool. It's a civil war going on. I've been watching a lot of these body cams. I'm gonna explain that later in the later on the live stream. I'm gonna break down the body cams for you. The body cams, I'm gonna break it down why these channels exist. I mentioned it. Was it Independent Thinking Series this past week? I've been watching what they are and what they is, and I think it's the whatchamacallit. Did I put something on? Oh, I forgot. I forgot to put something. Okay. Let's see something here. Let's see something here for a minute. Okay. I'll have to check something real quick. I know I'm live right now. I'm just looking at. I'm gonna explain that later in the stream. Damn. It's always this bullshit. Okay. 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 Not a duplicate. At the event. Okay. Um I can't edit the video. Okay. That's the one thing downside with this damn thing I don't like. But it's okay. Fuck it. I'm not gonna get emotional on it. It's just one of those things that I get irritated on. When you have bullshit, just be prepared for more bullshit. But it happens all the time on the live stream because I do not like BS. I really do not. And I'm trying to just be nice and be, I don't like editing, period. In case y'all know on live streams, I do not like them because it's the worst. I wish they improve on that. And Restream is straight. The only thing I hate about it it's not like StreamYard. StreamYard's got all the good shit, but the only thing I hate about StreamYard is you got to pay for all that shit, and it's expensive. And I'm not trying to waste a lot of money on it. It's not worth it. Me personally, I tried that shit and it worked, and it's just irritating. I do not like that. Unacceptable. Unfucking acceptable. Oh, I hate that shit. It's just, it pisses me off. Like, I'm one of those people, I'm trying to be efficient on here, and this shit goes sour, and then there we are. Like, I'm tired of that shit. But anyways, you know, I'm just a little ranting and raving. I just don't like the BS on it. Okay, let me fix this on here. I can fix it on YouTube. That's the downside from that end is supposed to know, but I was in a hurry of making it. Okay, let's change that. Yeah, because that's what I'm looking at. Okay, now we got it coming. Yeah, I appreciate people for the support, whatever. And I'm gonna get back into it. I don't want to get popped. You know what? I'm gonna take this off. I don't want to get popped. I don't want to get popped around here. Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute about the body cam binge watching. I'll be watching. Sometimes you gotta understand that's the nature of content, what you see right now, and everybody's on the war and the BS right now. Let my sinus not ruin me. But what's going on in the sports world? You know, I think I talked about that Harden trade. I did talk about Harden trade, and the Lakers beat the brakes off of them. And of course, Harden didn't start. I got to watch that by Dreamers Pro and whatever. But it just goes to show you the NBA season's long, and Denver is the favorites. I just don't see the Clippers going any further in the game, in the playoffs. I just don't. The regular season's gonna be long. They didn't got that in-season tournament BS. I don't really care for that. I won't clown that sooner or later. But what we're looking at right now, I see people doing different things, and podcasting is not going away. And Charleston White, he said something about Adam 22 said a lot of those guys that's been in jail and gangs, and he said they were gay, right? What he's basically saying is he's calling Adam's always been a notorious weirdo porn cuck, by the way, cuck-a-doodle-doo type person, right? He got exposed, I think, earlier this year in 2023, around the summer. I was watching Duke to Dawn. They was talking about him, and who was talking about Albin Preach. They talked about Adam 22's podcast is garbage. I've seen it a few times. It is so trash. Bunch of losers on there. I don't know who watches Adam 22. He tried to invite Charleston White. Charleston White don't want to fuck with him, and a lot of people don't. They're just tired of him. But you gotta understand, this is the world we live in online. A lot of people know who they mess with, and then ever since after the pandemic, it just shot up. Everybody's doing sports, podcasts, and they're doing entertainment podcasts. You know, the rappers are doing it, but the ones that's got it right now, me personally, is Gilly and Wilder with $1 million worth of game. Now, it is what it is. It's a sports podcast. It's not hip hop. It's a sports podcast. They're competing with Stacks in them. So yeah, they talk about football and everything else, but one thing they brought up on that show is OJ Simpson. I don't really care for him that much, but he was an athlete in his day. You have to give some people gonna give him props. I am too. He's all right, but he was a great athlete. But everybody know him from that case, that Nicole shit. That's what hurt a lot of people about OJ. They got poorly introduced to him. I remember that as a kid. It was back in the 90s. I remember that as a child, seeing that damn trial. And also, Maurice Claret. I remember him in the 2000s. I was going to high school playing ball, right? And they talked about him a lot in Ohio State. Now he's on the show, which is cool. Now they have everybody else is different. They had Antonio Brown, they had Le'Veon Bell. It was random, but the year before that of last year, they had Paul Pierce and a few other people. They had interesting guests. And they also have this Israeli athlete that she won, but I know she's mixed, but she's originally from She's from Tennessee, but she was born in Denver, Colorado, but born in the middle part of Tennessee, where I come from. I'm from a small town outside of Nashville. And she went to a rival high school known as Mount Juliet. I don't know y'all where that's at if you're from the South, whatever. I'm just going to explain. It's Wilson County, right? That's Mount Juliet, and then you got Lebanon and all that stuff. Like, like spell like the country, they call it Lebanon, right? Some people pronounce it Lebanon, like the ignorant way, the regular way. They say Lebanon or Lebanon, Lebanon, Tennessee, or Lebanon, Tennessee. You know how they pronounce it, Southern way, but I ain't going to get into it. But yeah, it's just, they had two Blue Devil high schools. I'll never forget. They had one in Sumner County they called the White House Blue Devils, and then they also have the Lebanon Blue Devils. We used to beat the brakes off of them back in 03 and 04. See, I'll never forget it. But she played a year as a senior in Mount Juliet, the Golden Bears, right? She didn't even play basketball until because her family was a musician. I'm talking about this Elisa Clark. They interviewed her because the Las Vegas Aces won the WNBA championship. No one really cares about the league. But that's the team that became that team was formerly known as the Utah Stars. They were the Utah Stars. They had Margot Dudek. She was on that team. That was a franchise team. They was in Utah. That didn't work out. They went to a small market. They went to a small market Utah, small market San Antonio Superstars. And this person was drafted by the same team as the San Antonio Superstar. Then she won a championship with the Seattle Storm. I like that team. They're a good team. Sue Bird and them, right? And she also went back to the same team known as the Las Vegas A's. That's the same franchise. They won a second championship, and they had her on that show, and she talked about her background, but she had grandparents that's also Edomite, of course. We ain't gonna get into that, but it's a shame that she was and I researched her. She's decent, but she's a citizen. She's a dual citizen over there that's going to war with the other people. We ain't gonna mention, but that's crazy. She's got dual citizenship, this country and that country. Ain't that coincidence? I hope they don't answer about that war. I think I missed that. I saw half of it. I might have to see that again. I hope they didn't answer about that war. Because you know how Cam and them, they be crazy on this show. But yeah, they had a lot of guests on the show. And I like their little podcast better than Gilly's. I done seen every guest they done had. Even on theirs too. Same with Dev. They all get good podcasts. And I'm just saying, I'm just talking about a podcast perspective. Podcast perspective is like you have people talk about different things, right? They talk about entertainment. Now, I just recently subscribed to Joe Budden. I've been watching Joe Budden's podcast for years, not subscribed to him, but shouts out to Joe Budden. He's got a good show, and he was on the show with Mac and them, Rob Mac. I forget their names, but that was decent back then. But then you see him on YouTube, and I subscribe to him. He got good shows and shit. And Joe gave these guys these type of platform, got them in the game, and then you start seeing people flourishing. But now you battle rap is a whole nother story. The blogosphere has been around forever. You had Angry Fan, I'm still subscribed to him, a few other guys, and then you have your Jada Blacks. I don't care for Jada Black like that much. And then you have the Piper Boy Williams in the world. All types of bloggers. Everybody wants to be a blogger. Now, am I a blogger? In some degree, yes. I wrote a blog once. I wrote a blog on another website I can't really access to on this computer, on the other computer. I got a ton of blogs on one website. It's called Moco Space. I mean, if y'all can find it, it's a decent page, but I've done it before. Yeah, I was somewhat of a blogger once, and that shit's wild. But I was something else on the internet. I lit a mark when I was younger. Most of that was in my 20s, by the way. I didn't really get immersed in it till I was 15 as a teenager in high school. I didn't use a lot of what they call social media, but it's actually social network, the way they call it. I social networked my mid-teens all the way to my early 20s. That's why I really got into the internet. I wasn't an internet guy. I want to tell you this. Yes, I was an athlete in school, but I was always outside. I was outside the whole years, even in my early 20s. I barely used the internet. The internet wasn't as great as people thought it was. In my generation above, the internet was not that great. You still had to talk to people outside, and we did the shit. We did a damn thing. The internet was messaging. You was cool. You hang out, and then next thing you know, boom, you go to sleep. That's how it was back then. Back then, it was totally different. was a different beast back then. The technology was not as great as it is now. Now you see the big difference. It's the same, but it's a little bit better. But the smartphones and the cameras made it worse. You can't really do nothing no more because everybody's so stealth-like. But you know what it reminds me of? The Watchdog era. If you play Watchdogs in the video game, you already know cameras are everywhere. They have a cam system and all that. You already got your CTOS in a sense. We already there. It's corruption. Everybody's divided based off territory. And what's going on? Yeah, Armageddon is a futuristic thing in the future. You're going to see more and more of that. This generation is finished. I don't know what you old niggas trying to say, because y'all cowards ain't gonna do nothing. That's why y'all soft. Soft as a balloon and shit. But y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, it's over for most people. Most people need to just get to the program and just say y'all ain't shit. Just admit that y'all ain't never gonna be shit to survive this shit, because y'all too busy worrying about the wrong things, like the gender war BS, the idolatries, and what you call idolatries, which I'll say what religion is. Religion is nothing more than idolatry. That's what it is in etymology, because it means to control and restrain the mind. Y'all love idolatry more than y'all love Yah of hosts. Yah bless it. And I have an issue with that, because our people are so brainwashed for a lack of knowledge, and it's going to remain this way. As long as they're ignorant as a slave and a bot to the system, nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. And I'm learning this each time. I've been doing this shit for years and years and years, and I'm tired of teaching that. I taught that shit from way back, and now you look at the situation now, you're seeing a big difference. And now we've been saying this for fucking years. Now they're going to learn. Now you got everybody else knowing the truth. They late. We've been saying this shit for years, and we've been ostracized. And now look at us. They can't do that now. Their own people's turning on the prime minister right now. I said I wasn't going to speak about it, but I'm saying it subliminally. I'm letting y'all know it's over, bro. Start looking good. You're going to have to change. Is out of here. It was these good times, but bad times overseas. We already know what time it is. It's election year. They're gonna go circuitry ornery. But I'm not gonna talk about a little bit of politics. I'm just gonna leave it alone, because I already know the situation is gonna get nigh, and I don't know what this channel is gonna be. I'm not tripping. Most of these dudes is tripping because it's over. Now, battle rap is a different beast. I just watched a full interview of Daylight's supposedly thing, right? And he said some interesting stuff about K-Shine and all them other people, and I thought it was interesting. And he said K-Shine was lying. And of course he was lying. He's a typical liar. He was trying to get his battles off. Daylight knew he got destroyed by Chilla Jones, and that's why they didn't battle. And Shine is scared of Daylight. That's a fact. Daylight's an artist. He know what he's doing. He know how to battle rap. Shine wasn't about that life. Shine ain't about that life. He talk all that bullshit on Math Hoffa's. He ain't about that life. When you step to him, what happened? When you step to him, what happened? It's just so. It just goes to show you what time it is. Elon Musk called this thing X. I want to say his site is known as X-rated. I'm just giving 1,000. It's X-rated. I don't know, man. It's just like I realize what time it is. They said Pinky's always been been big, right? She's a model and you know, my fault for that. I'll mute that. My fault for that. I didn't mean to hit that. Yeah, let me get off here, because before I get hit. Let me get off here before I get hit. I don't want to get hit with that. It's just a little stuff wrong here. But yeah, these models on here taking over the internet and stuff like that. They said if someone said she was big, well, remember she was boutique at one time. I think she's black. She's black. I thought she was Latina and all that. She had that light up, but she's from the Bay Area. She's black, just a light skin. And then she done got bigger. You know, that's that weight, food, and all that. Ain't nobody want to hit that for years. And she's like, Lapa says she's ran through. Of course she is. All of them are. I'm not mad. That's just what they are. But dudes complain about ran throughs. They're stars now. You can't even say nothing to them now on different platforms. I'm gonna tell you something. You can't even say nothing to them on Instagram or what they call X. I still call it Twitter. It's just crazy. And if you want to see their freaky stuff, go to Telegram. I'll tell you that right now. Go to Telegram. And let me tell you something. They want you to pay on there too. Telegram, Instagram. Instagram's got a broadcast channels. Y'all, I don't know if y'all been to Instagram. Instagram's got them broadcast channels. Instagram's got them broadcast channels. Let me see. I can't use my cell phone because it's got noise. I gotta use the old shit. Let me see something real quick. Cause I gotta look at what's going on. Cause that other shit, I gotta make sure what it is tonight. See. Yeah, I gotta look at the other shit. Okay. Turn. Yeah, thank you. Because I don't wanna dim nobody's shit. The fuck? I just checked that. Okay. It's a lot of horrors on Instagram too. But they have a broadcast channel. If you follow one of them, they just go crazy. I don't understand it. Yeah, these women is nasty. Oh, this audio. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking at what's going on, but you know how that goes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking at it. Yeah. Okay, 25 more. But it's a lot, man. Like you can't really say nothing to them. That's crazy. I think a page got deleted. Let's see something real quick. I think one of her page got deleted. Yeah, I think her page got deleted and I had to find her again. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, Instagram was deleting these because they it's a common thing. They've been deleting. Yeah, Instagram tried to clean the house. But you know, that's just the thing about Instagram. They always pick on people and all that. Pick fitness. Yeah, we know what time it is. Yeah, I'm just gonna I won't leave this alone on my other one too. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. But yeah, like I said, you got all these people doing content and doing crazy things. And I just want to throw that in there about people, entertainers, and people kept complaining and on different stuff that's going on. But just be mindful of what content is. But I know, is there a game tonight? Is there an NFL game tonight? I'm trying to figure out, is there a game tonight? Because I was saying about the stars. Okay, so the Steelers and the Titans is 0-7 right now. It's early. Titans 3-4. Steelers, it's at Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh will probably win this game. Titans, they can lose this game. They'll be like 3-5. It's gonna be very interesting because Pittsburgh's usually tough when it's team. I remember years ago I went to one of the games, and I'm not a Titans fan. I don't care because I already know them as the Houston Oilers or the Tennessee Oilers. They wasn't good when they were the Oilers. I'm just saying that's not my team. That's a Houston team, by the way. That's the original Houston team right there, the Tennessee Titans. They got the colors and everything. That's why a lot of people don't like the Titans. They had a chance to beat the Rams and they failed. They sucked. I was through with the Titans then. I tried to be a fan of them years ago in '99. I said, man, fuck out here. They were robbed though, even though um I just couldn't fuck with them. They didn't challenge it or nothing. See, back then you didn't have no challenge plays. You just got to deal with the robbery. And the Falcons ain't shit either. That's not my team. I don't even like the Falcons. I'm an Eagles guy. Always been an Eagles guy for years. I always wore the earmuffs in the Titans game. A lot of people was pissed, and the fans was pissed. This is when I was young as a kid, bro. I know about the game, man. Like that's the team I always liked is the Eagles. I should have had the Eagles bed. Instead, I got a different football team's bed. But in reality, I was that guy. You know, I was. But anyways, but back to the models and the horrors on there. You can't really say nothing to them on Instagram and things like that. But that nature, it goes to show you where we at. The nature of things have always happened. Let's see something real quick. I understand. I know people like Rumble and shit, but yeah, I have it on my phone and we talk about the news and all that. I can turn this damn thing off. Probably can and just let it be. But you know how people be. I gotta have this particular computer on and just live stream y'all and just be like, okay, it's here. I'm just letting y'all be. But yeah, Thirsty Thrills. We talk about a little bit of everything. Yes, I drop links and things like that, but I don't usually drop them. I had to drop the link. Was it the other? Yeah, the other time. It's because I want people to understand. And she asked me to. I don't do it all the time. I just don't do the panel thing like I used to because I had issues with certain people and I don't be on panels like that. Like I ain't trying to talk about the same old stuff over and over again. But if you want to talk about something that's cool, I don't mind. But no weird shit. Cause I saw what goes on in these certain spaces. I be over dealing with Verb and them, the battle rap community. I talk about various things. I just focus on what's relevant, what's current. Yeah, I'm a current events guy. And I'm looking into the future. My shit is timeless too. They like try to say he don't deal with current events. Bullshit. That's all he talks about. And that knowledge shit, we ain't on the same level with that, but I agree with him on a few things. But it is what it is. Police stay filmed. Man, who gives a damn about a police state? Stop it, bro. You already in a police state. Don't even realize it. Like, stop bullshitting with me, bro. I ain't tripping off here. I'll let it go. But that's just, some people say you live stream every Thursday. I have to, man. I live stream every Thursday because this is the year, Thursday Thrills is my thing, normal time and all the time. When I talk about it, something on Thursday Thrills, this is the only thing you will go. Will I bring it back next year? I might not bring it back this next year. I'm through with this series. Now, I've done enough of these. Yeah, Thursday Thrills is for this year. Like, I've done it since probably 2021. So it had a good run. It's a 2-year run. I'm going to end it this year. And a lot of people was saying if I was going to bring it back, I'm not going to bring it back next year. Next year, I'm going to try something different. I try to tell you, I'll have the independent thinking series. I'll end that in the spring. But this year, I'm ending Thursday Thrills because I'm tired of live streaming every Thursday night because I'm going to try something different and try to do Thursday afternoons or some shit like that and get y'all to know me more better. And every Thursdays, I'll have these because Thursday night, I just want to chill the rest of the way. I don't really care at this point. Because once you get to the emotion of Thursday night, you understand what type of content you're going to bring. That's what I'm saying. But when you have live stream after live stream, you understand what's going on. So when I talk into a microphone, I have time. So it boils down to this. What do you have here? And I had a stream said, what's really good? And that was a candy stream. I just came on and I did streams like that. I just stream random. And then one thing I came to notice, I started looking at the big picture and then how my rise in streaming became, right? But I understand how people live stream every day. I don't do this every day. If I did, it would have been easy. I would have had a studio and everything else. But I realized I got my mic up and everything else and just talking. This is the type of stuff that people need to listen to. Now, the Charleston White thing is really, I saw at one interview, his newest one from 2 days ago, and he broke down some stuff that is kind of interesting, and then it was timing. But when you have timing in everything, you understand what's going on. But you understand that what he's saying, he's throwing little hints what's going to happen. Even though he's a plant by any means, I would say he's not, but he is. He does not care about the so-called black community, and I understand he's an entertainer. He's full of shit. Got a lot of these plant dudes and police niggas on here. You always had police niggas on here. And shouts out to Zip with the drip for that. And he said 10 toes down. That just confirms my suspicion. Shouts out to Gully TV for breaking it down. That confirms my suspicion. So be careful who you talk on here on panels or anything. If you're throwing shots at them through videos, just be careful because you got a lot of feds and police on here. I've been told y'all this years ago that my channel got hit. My old channel got hit by that shit. It all started in 2012 when they was cracking down on these terrorist groups and gangs on here. It started 2012 when they have these fake accounts and they try to flag you, right? Those are police motherfuckers. Just be careful who you talk to, who you fuck with on here. Just don't, you know what I'm saying? They'll be off it in the future because you got hackers on their account and beating their ass right now. They can't do shit. They ain't got no power like that. The only power they got is word of mouth and weak ass information they can't even prove. But they're controlled by an entity. So be careful on here. Don't scream. Don't get into arguments with them. Just they up out of here. You know what I'm saying? They don't last long on here, but it'll be more in the future because you got a lot of these dudes be telling on here and they ain't really about shit. But this, and I'm glad Zip broke it down. He says he's a hooligan. He said that. But what you say on the net, if you did some foul shit offline and did some crime and all that, be careful. That's going to lead into the topic of body cams. Body cams, to me, does not help the police or the civilian. And you know why? It helps the feds. Let me repeat that. Body cams do not help law enforcement channels or the civilian, because the civilian's got the DA federal agent in his back pocket so he can dismiss cases and do what the hell they're going to do on these platforms. They've been watching. They've been watching since 2012 and prior. Prior to that, they wasn't really watching. The internet, they didn't take it seriously back then when this site was created back in 05. And then the rest of the years, like I'll say from 05 and 2011, they did not take it seriously because the internet was booming. Okay? Remember that. 2012 was the time to strike. They want to make some changes. That's why YouTube died. Sting Ops was for real back then. Terrorism was all-time high. When Bin Laden got destroyed and killed, that's when you know it's over. Always remember that. Always remember that. That was the time that we lived when Obama did some damage, freed everybody. He won the election. It was a wrap. It's a wrap. He did that so he can control the internet. That NDAA shit, he did that. It was by him. That's what ruined a lot of channels. That's what ruined a lot of channels. And if they was on that BS, they'd have shut you down. See, back then, you niggas wouldn't even last in the so-called manosphere spaces. Y'all wouldn't last. We had it on deck since that year. I lost my first channel over that shit. Speaking real truth to power, lost the channel and I learned my lesson. I had to talk subliminally. I was still getting my shit off, but next thing you know, I talked subliminally and I kept going. I had to cut ties to certain niggas, and it worked. Create this channel, blew up in time. The first 3 years, I was consistent. From 2012 to 2014, I was consistent. Dropping signs, dropping jewels as always. Next thing you know, boom, it blew up in time. 2015, I was absent all the way from 2020. From 2015 to 2019, I got 1,000 subscribers. I didn't get 1,000 subscribers until 2019. Because 2015 and the rest of the years, I had not that many subscribers. I was a very small channel dropping knowledge and jewels on here. And next thing you know, boom, 1,000. It took time, views. I didn't need no fucking algorithm to make my channel big. I tell people all the time, I'm not one of these channels. You got a lot of agents and bots and police niggas on here ruining views through an algorithm button by a robot. That's a fact. And I'll prove to y'all that's what's going on today. So I'm glad Zip exposed that. Yes, they play dirty on here. They've been playing dirty since 2012 when I lost my first channel. This channel is official because I survived all of it. I always talk subliminally on this channel to be safe because I know, like I said, they can take anybody. Yeah, they can. But if you play it safe and don't get into scuffles like I did, you're not about it. No, I keep in my channel because I'm not changing nothing. Only thing I'm changing, they try to say they ain't pushing that content. It don't matter what content you do. I speak my mind. I don't need to attack the news and everything else. Yeah, I said certain things. And I'm careful what I say on here. I play subliminals. Like I said, they hate subliminals. I love subliminals because they work. I know what works. This site is weak. It can be bought off by Elon Musk type. When I say an Elon Musk type, like I said, they ain't going to have it on Google and YouTube. That's a lie. They're in Africa right now. Look at what's going on in that war. Times has changed. Do not be surprised about this weak-ass internet. It's just nothing but a shield. They can shut down the whole internet on every platform. We're not just talking about this sorry YouTube. We're talking about any platform. So no, I disagree with people's statement. They can take all your platforms away. This ain't a YouTube thing. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is a worldwide problem. What's saving it is you got black hat hackers, gray hat hackers saving your shit. White hat hackers want to destroy shit. Try to clean shit that don't even matter. Come on, man, wake up. This is the type of war we in. It's technological, like Gerald Celente said, and a combination of other things. But y'all act like this is nothing new. This is not new. They've been on this. And what Charleston White is saying is a bunch of BS because he know damn well you can't say what you want all the time. You got to have agents watching your shit. Now, Zip is learning a lesson. They took down his videos. He has some good videos. And he took them down because he was going after 10 Toes. And 10 Toes is a Fed. We know that. He said, that's a police nigga. He is a police nigga. Anytime you call yourself a basic ass thing, it has to be an agent or a cop. He was an agent. But he knew he was a fucking cop because his wife is an FBI agent. See, there you go, right there, red flag. Someone said that in his chat room. He should have listened, but he know now. He was listening to the people. Yeah, he listened to the chat. The chat is lit, and salute to Zip, and Zip figured it out. He said, yep, see, no, paperwork. You're going to get found out, man. Just be careful. You can't hide on the internet. You can't. I don't care if you're a double agent for the government, you can't hide because nobody's going to fuck with you. They're going to off your ass in the future when the shit does collapse. Collapse will come no matter what year. I'm not saying it's going to come next year or whatever. It can come any day now because what's going on over there is going to be like that for the rest of the years to come. Just be safe and be careful. And I'm telling y'all this, it's because I understand where we're headed. See, we're in a crossroads. Who's really about it, who's not about it. That's what we're going to see. And that's when we're going to see what type of content y'all going to talk about. Instead of talking about gender wars. That's done by design for mainstream media and these idiots, and then who's going to be on television. Controlled by the government. Watering down shit. Yeah, YouTube is not going to last forever, man. YouTube is just an entity. YouTube will be around. Yeah, they have YouTube TV, but they'll have this too because they need a lot of money. Live streaming is one thing. It's just how you going to do it. I don't think live stream will go away. That's the thing. But if you look at the big pictures, what we're talking about, a lot of people's talking about the war, right? I don't care about the war. It's irrelevant to me on this topic because I think Thursday Thrills, we done covered that last month. It's no need. Y'all can go check it out. I was saying something subliminally on that. It's here and it's here to stay till probably next year, and then ain't no telling. Because I watch different news segments on different platforms and not on YouTube. YouTube, you don't have that much choice. YouTube is falling apart on that, and they're seeing the window of that, and that's going to hurt their content numbers. They say it don't hurt their numbers. That's a lie. It's hurting them every day. That's why they want more people on here. They're trying to compete with these other sites, and they've been big. They've been big to. They're so big to fail all the time, and they just want to act crazy. Oh my God. This girl needs to stop doing this shit. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. This girl's a freak. I ain't worried about that shit. I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about that. She don't even show her face. And it just goes to show you what time it is. I'm gonna leave this alone. Yeah. I ain't worried about it getting clipped, but I hope it don't play. I'm just looking at the shit that's going on. But yeah, I've been listening to what's her name? Kim Iverson. Thought she was interesting. Kim Iverson, I think she's like an analyst or whatever. Yeah, Kim Iverson. I just want to see what she talking about, but she got a good show, Kim Iverson. Is she on? Yeah, but she's on Rumble. She's on Rumble. She's been on here since 2011. Yeah. Let me see something about her for a minute. She had a. And she on Rumble. She's born 1980. She's from Boise, Idaho, but she says she's part Vietnamese. She went to University of California, Davis, UC Davis. This girl is wild. Okay, we'll look at her in a minute, but she's on Rumble too. It's Kim Iverson. She on Instagram. All right, see what she talking about. Does she got a show tonight? I want you to look at that. She's got a cat. Let's see. Oh, she's small. Okay, she's small. We'll deal with her later. We'll deal with her later. She's small as hell. Okay, I wasn't trying to get in. Okay. Let me answer around on the phone. I ain't trying to get on there. Yeah. Shit. Mm. She need to calm down. Or girl need to calm down. He said, doot, doot, doot. Is Kim Iverson got a show or is she taking a break? She got a YouTube channel. Oh, right one. Yeah. Yeah, she got a show. Okay. Okay, go to the live chat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we know. We know about it. But she's got a YouTube. I had to check her shit out. Yeah. But I know she's on YouTube, but she don't be on it no more. She be on the Rumble because of the topics that she do. But it is what it is, man. Like Kim Iverson, I said, damn, she little. Hey, what's going on, General? Salute, man. Salute, 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 salute. I didn't see you there. Salute. Yeah, man. Kim Iverson, she be going in on them. But she got some good takes. I mean, she tries to be for peace and whatever. And I think she's from Boise, Idaho, and then she's Vietnamese. Interesting. She's one of those. We'll see. That's a rough part of the West Coast too. Okay, look, okay. What did I say? Body cams, yeah, and law enforcement and agents that you see on the internet. Just be careful. Zip, if you're listening, whoever's listening, whoever shared this, be careful on the internet. You got agents and police on here. Don't say a lot of reckless shit on panels. I'm not talking about my content. Like I say, oh, use it a little. My content don't mean nothing. Okay. If you introduce panels, they study this shit. Oh, ain't nothing, just about the same. It's crazy. I'm about to explain the body cam channels I've been watching. Crazy. And then I said to myself, Zip, got to be careful. These guys are emotional, bro. Yeah, cops and agents got their back. So just like Anton, he got exposed. He said, y'all got to tone it down. See, it was about money. All that arguing, all that, that's not entertainment, they say. See that nigga shit that y'all be doing on the internet? They got y'all. See, they study y'all. They're going to figure out if y'all terrorists or not. See, that terrorism thing is killing us. Charleston White said something very interesting. He said, America's been fighting almost 300 some years, which is true. And I think we won the first 2 world wars and the other wars and all that and Revolutionary War. We ain't won the war since World War II, and that's a fact. I agree. We lost the Korean War, Cold War, Korean War, Vietnam, and all the other wars we can combine. And America's been fighting since the days of the Cold War. So technically, we've been in 2 or 3 Cold Wars each era. And a lot of people try to say, are we going into World War III? You're already in World War III. And Charleston White said it perfectly. I like how he said it. He said 9/11, which is true. You're seeing that now. Ain't no difference. The same thing. Bullets explode. Damage. Killing babies, all that stuff. That ain't nothing compared to what we see there all the time. It's the truth. But what you're seeing right now, it's a whole nother thing. But you know damn well people are talking about this shit. They're talking about it from a perspective, upon perspective, you seeing what time it was. But anything that you see now, it's going to continue. Oh yeah, we in the minutes. Yeah, I'll talk to y'all probably about 6 or 7 minutes before I even shut this off. And that's just the thing. And I'm just gonna get my thing in motion because I know it's on the YouTube and things like that nature. Okay. I can end the stream in the thing, right? On via YouTube and all that. Studio, live studio, and I'll be like that. It's crazy. He said, we should say this is like World War Cold 3. Yeah, you already in it. You're already in it. Y'all been in it for the last couple of years, and now if they want to go nuclear, it's Armageddon. I wouldn't even call World War 3. I call it Armageddon. War of Armageddon is a combination of a lot of countries about to be extinct. One country's taking the lead. America's got the most nukes in the world, even though we're corrupt on both sides of the news spectrum. Who controls? You got the Masonic Order controls everything. But you got they're one group divided into 2 groups. They call them the 2 J's, but we ain't gonna mention them. That's the descendants of Esau, by the way. Always want to perpetuate stuff. But then you got to look at this law system with the body cam system. You had a lot of racism, Rodney King, all that. That's true. But what's not true is it doesn't help them. It actually helps the DA, the federal government, and the agents so they can track people. They don't care if you was a police officer. All they care about is controlling money. The feds don't care about money. And when Charleston White said the feds don't care about money, that's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. A lot of people try to say feds don't care about money. That's a damn lie. Yes, they do. I'll give you an example. If you talk about drugs on the internet and you got a group, they said they take out gangs. Yeah, they use RICO to take out gangs, right? True. But what they're looking for, they're not looking for just the gang. They're looking for the drugs and the money. And the only thing they're looking for is to take you niggas down. They've been doing this for years. And I'm sick of this plant Charleston White trying to say it's something else. It's bullshit. He's deflecting. He knows damn well they get caught by the things they're charged with, right? They're the bigger police. And yeah, they're going to do as they say. Somebody's going to fold. And guess what the Fed's going to give them? A job so they can control them. And they perpetuate fake terrorism as you see today. I'm sorry, they've been exposed. Nobody respects the feds. Fuck them. Because the CIA and the feds work together. Always remember that. It's hard because they battling terrorists. I ain't gonna say too much because I don't give a fuck about them on here, and I don't argue with them on here. One just mentioned it to me 2 years ago. We don't mention no names here, but it is what it is. Like Zip, just be careful, man. They everywhere. Just don't say nothing incriminating. You all right. Cause I ain't doing no deals like that. No. We know what time it is. They do their thing, I do my thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't speak on it, but they always gonna be involved. Be careful on these podcasts like Vlad's, Adam. You don't know who they got and Math and them. Be careful. Math is popular. He's got a good show, got good guests, but he ain't really about it like that. No, that nigga's police too. Think about it. Think about it. 10 toes down. Police. Why has he got the same subscription? Police. He probably support those body cam channels. Now I support one for entertainment, but the other shit, those cops don't do their job. And what happens if they don't do their job on those body cameras? The DA throws it out. The DA throws it out. The witness or the defendant will deny that on video. It happens all the time. Look what they did with Ali with the not true crime. Not true crime. What is it? Did I say true crime? Not true crime. Not Crime Stoppers. What's the name of that fucking shit? What's the name of that shit that Aleem? I'm talking about Aleem from New York. But he had a series. He had a fucking series. That's what it's known for, right? I'm not gonna get into it. Let me see right here. Because I don't like playing it on this shit. Not Crime Stoppers. Damn, I can't think of the fucking channel that he had. Part 2. All they going at it. Part 2. Okay, Gilliam. Yeah, okay. They smashing. They smashing. This fucking thing. Stop fucking going off, bro. Trying to think of it. It's been around for years. It's a documented on crime. Fuck. What's the name of it? Criminals Gone Wild. Yeah, Criminals Gone Wild. Yeah. Criminals Gone Wild. That I was about to say. It was leaving my mind for a minute. Criminals Gone Wild was the first body cam platform that I've seen that caught people in the act and nobody was charged, right? Crime Stopper. Nobody thought Criminals Gone Wild was a hit. And it was a hit. Oh, it was a hit. It was a hit. But let me tell you something about body cams. Body cams do not help the police. They try to be like Criminals Gone Wild. We got criminals gone wild over here, resisting arrest and all that shit. You know where they got that from? Aleem. Aleem did that shit. It wasn't even popular back then. But you have to understand back then and what you're seeing right now in the world, he was doing that in real time back in 08 and 09. And then you had King Yellow on there with the AK, and he's chilled since then. But remember, this is the type of shit that we're talking about. Y'all think this ain't done by accident? So the people of the body cam community, the police are, if they're active, they know this. That's content creation. He created a new wave. A lot of people start doing it and then they got caught up. Yeah, they got it from cops, but they actually stole it from Criminals Gone Wild. Criminals Gone Wild is different. Those suspects did get upper-handed later on. And guess who's watching? Police and the feds. This is how the police and the feds got involved years and years ago. And I remember watching that shit for years ago. And what it was, Criminals Gone Wild, when it got on, it's been around YouTube for a minute. And I watched it probably since 2015. I'll never forget back then. A lot of people say it wasn't real. Actually, they try to say it was fake, like a movie DVD. It was not fake. That shit was real. You died. They just because they said it was shooting blanks. Those people happened. No, that shit's real. And that happened to a guy that had a kufi on, and the guy with the kufi on got robbed by that guy. So that did happen. And there's several arrests in the first movie. The second movie, you could say somewhat, I don't even think that was fake. Those niggas died. I saw some blood squirting out of that. They try to say it was blanks. That's bullshit. No. Blood was squirting in the second one when he got that guy's house about that money. He's gone. He wasn't getting up back for that. That's dead. The blood spills out later when the bullet goes in, and these bullets are not really, it's one of those little baby like pistols, like these small ass pistols these niggas would be used to. So a lot of these guys are probably doing time. I'm subscribed to both of his platforms, but Criminals Gone Wild, the guy, he got money off of it, yeah. But it was in real time. And the guy he executed and blew his brains out, the nigga told him to get down, the white boy, he killed that dude. That's why it went black. They didn't show that. It was gruesome. He knew the YouTube politics back then. They were strict on about blood and gore, but they allow some of it. And this site is so hypocritical. It's not even funny anymore. But yeah, it's been an hour, so I've been chilling. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it was. It is not guilty. I tried to tell y'all. What did I tell y'all? It was a complete waste of time. Shouts out to Jennifer saying, he said, so I just found out that Keefe D has pled not guilty. What a ridiculous waste of time. Exactly. I try to tell y'all. Tupac's case will never be solved because Keefe D was not the shooter. He was running his damn mouth. He's not about that. It's a lot of niggas that think they're about that. They're not really about that. I'm just trying to tell y'all, this dude and the body cams, they do not help the police. I'm telling y'all, they don't help the police at all. It hurts them. It hurts them at the end because y'all got to understand how the internet works. They pick and choose who they want to find. And if you're that guy, they want you. They said the feds just want you. Yeah, they want you, but do they really want you? Hell no. They want that money. They try to say they don't want no money. Bullshit. What's that drug money at? They cokeheads. All these agents are cokeheads. Police, they cokeheads. They're finished. That's why a lot of them don't live long. They get offed it. They get replaced by dummies, more dummies. So I'm saying it's a business. The military-industrial complex is big business in the world, and you're right. It was a huge waste of time. I said this like last month. And then when that terrorist attack happened on the other country, you already know the Holy Land is here. And he said, I thought it was because the feds had something to do with it. And then the fact that Orlando and the big dude were already dead. Yeah, they were already dead because Orlando and the big dude did not kill Tupac. They did not murder Tupac. So absolutely, they have nothing on them. That case is still unsolved to this day. You're not going to get that justice. You know why? A lot of Freemasons were involved in that. Tell y'all that. Tupac went against the system like Kennedy. That will never be solved. The Kennedy assassination will never be solved. They try to blame it on that Oswald. We don't believe that. That's BS. That's BS. Oswald was killed that same time when Kennedy was assassinated. They say he went to jail and all that. No, he died. They killed that man. They murdered that man. They try to say they didn't. Yes, they did. They lie about everything in history. You got to be careful. Don't believe what you hear from mainstream media and these idiots that's controlling the media, like the Edomites, of course, and then they try to fight certain people overseas over there. Don't go over them fake wars over there. I'm just trying to tell y'all something. Reason why you see these stuff comes out, they're prepping for the future. If you notice, a lot of niggas ain't going to be on body cams like that. They are, but not as much. They want them out of jail. The drug game is over. They needed to survive in law enforcement and domestic military. That's the police and everything, the agents. They had something to do with it. It's money behind that. You ain't going to prison for that. Just keep your mouth shut. They control the podcast game on a mainstream level, but not on the independent level. Of course, you're going to have police, man. Police are the worst things. They want to know. They look for bank. They broke as hell. They ain't making that much money in this country. You crazy? They're not making that much money. They're not making that much money right now. But you have to understand what time it is. You have to understand that everything happens for a reason. But the culture does not reflect on who we are. It reflects on who they are. Who we are, we done it. Good and bad, no matter. It's just we got to get right and pray to the east and get out of this shit. And learn that these guys are there to slow us down. And that's their job. That's what they're supposed to do. You got to avoid them all costs, and then bam, shit's going to go left anyway. It's going to go right for us, go left for them, because they're going to collapse. It's ball game. Pay attention. Pay attention. And like I said, man, salute to everybody. Salute to Generate coming through. Appreciate y'all. And yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. But I'm just saying, man, like the body cam videos that y'all see on live streams does not, I mean, I'm talking about on videos on YouTube and these channels, does not help civilians. It does not help police. It helps the DA to get them off these bogus charges. And a lot of these cops ain't doing their job. They overreacting, and most of them got fired. And they the same ones, different ones. You may have the same ones. You may have different ones. They get fired all the time. They get sued a lot. They suspend them and do all that. That's the best way to do it. They do it from the camera. Over policing and everything. These body cam videos just expose how trifling the police is. And they can't fight the DA. The DA controls their dumbasses, everything. They get told what to do by them. And the judicial, man, it's a tongue twister for me. The judicial system is so corrupt, right? The judicial system is so corrupt. You can't even change people's minds no more because the DA is so powerful. He's got so many people in his back pocket. The average lawyer cannot beat the DA. And if he's a federal agent too, the federal DA, you out of here. Yeah, they want you to do time, but they also can get you, knock your numbers off if you do something for them. It's a give and take if you got the money or not. Law said DA don't reduce your sentence. That's cap. Unless you're saying something. Ain't nobody gonna snitch. Unless you sign an affidavit. Like my man Zip said, he know all about all that. Niggas be capping on you. They don't know how the feds work. Feds is the biggest domestic police of all time, the dirtiest agency of all time, especially the CIA. They control every damn thing. And they used to be Nazis. Now what? That's all I got. Shalom to the people of Israel and the Gentiles, of course. Shalom to y'all. Let's pray to the east together. Shalom. Until next time, I'll see y'all on Thursday Thrills on the 82nd edition. That's next week by itself. And then we'll have Thursday Thrills, of course. I believe it's the 24th edition. And then I'll see another Thursday Thrills. But the one on Thanksgiving, I won't say this on the live stream. That's going to be pre-recorded. That is going to be pre-recorded. And what I mean by pre-recorded, it's going to be totally different. It's going to be pre-recorded. And I'm going to get y'all's thoughts, what I think is going to be pre-recorded. And you're going to hear me saying it, right? And that's going to be pre-recorded. I'm going to get y'all's thoughts on it and whatever. And I'm going to pre-record it. And then you're going to view it live and on that day. And yes, I'll be in the chat, whatever, and play it. That's my thoughts on it. So with that, until next time, I'm signing off and I'm out.